So I found a man that has an 8 horsepower Kohler, American made, and very dependable industrial duty engine. And I'm out here in Eagle Creek, Oregon with Izzy, and we're sitting just down the road from his house. We're at Ralph's house where we're getting our 8 horsepower Kohler engine. There's Ralph. Can you tell me about airplanes and stuff?
Sure. Well, we teach people how to jump out of airplanes, and
that's what you do here?
That's what we do. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to be back here. That's on my bucket list.
Okay.
Ralph. It's on my bucket list.
Anyhow, here's
our engine right here.
And it was running when I set it in here because I brought it down from home. I had it on a log splitter. And, I put a 13 horsepower engine on the log splitter. And this one here, before it was put on the log splitter, it come off from a compressor.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a compressor engine.
Okay.
So there it is.
The first thing I need to look at is the shaft. That's the right size shaft, output shaft on it. So you think I can get it fired up, maybe?
Probably.
How old's the gas in it?
Oh, it's a year old, year and a half old.
We got some freshy we can mix in there?
Yeah, I can put some fresh in there.
We're doing. Yeah, it's almost empty, so if we put
we'll
about
put
half with some fresh. All right, we'll be back after. We got the air cleaner. Okay. I'll keep mine in the car. She's pretty vicious. Feels like some good compression. It is an old one. Kohler, the cast iron line. Here's our choke.
Gas there to start here.
Okay, thank you. This engine could be made to look real nice. I like the old castings on it, and the straps. It's got this air cleaner. That filter's scarier than heck, but oh boy.
Here's my card.
Alrighty.
Here's.
So what's it cost to go? You got to get trained and everything first.
$195.
You were in the so you were in the service with.
Oh yeah.
What'd you do in the service there?
I jumped out of the airplanes and killed people.
Jumped out of the airplanes and killed people. All right. Vietnam?
End of the Korean War, just before Vietnam.
Yeah. Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, my brother. No, I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. I was an idiot for most of my adult life, but trying to do better now.
Yeah.
My brother was a Navy SEAL for 22 years, so I got a lot of respect for him and all the people that defend my ability to go buy old things and fix them up however I want.
Yeah, it was a good little running engine. It just needs a little bit of TLC. No, it's a little shit. So I put it back on Craigslist and dropped it to 75.
Yeah, you didn't have it on there very long before I saw it.
No, hell no, it wasn't even on an hour. Yeah, keep her going there.
Ooh. Seems that ran out. I want to go.
Right there.
Give her a squirt. No, give her a yank.
Yeah, and then have your hand here and get ready to give it a little bit there. Get that. Okay.
Oh, it wanted to take off.
Okay.
We're good. I don't want to run all that gas through there.
All right. Whip out
my wallet.
75 bucks. We're good to go. And when you want to make a skydive, you give me a call.
How much are they going to set me back?
$195.
Okay.
So.
75.
Okay.
I just gave you 75. You said 195.
Oh, you want $120 worth of training?
That's a very good point, Ralph.
Huh? How about that?
That's a very good point. One that's hard to argue with.
Yeah. But there you are. I think you'll find that it's it's a good running little engine. And
I'm going to take the time to clean the carb up.
Yeah, clean that out.
And I'll take it and paint it and all that.
And you'll be in good shape.
Thank you.
You bet. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I'll tell that other guy, too bad.
Tell me, missed the boat. Getting harder to find.
He said, I'll be there about 4:30. I said, oh, we got a guy coming at 1.
Yeah.
So
he was thinking the guy at 1 wasn't going to show up. When I was out there with Ralph, we couldn't keep this thing running. We could get it to start up, but it wouldn't keep running. So I assumed that it was having a little problem with the carburetor. What I found out when I took it apart was that the float was rusted in a position that was locking the needle and seat close, so fuel couldn't have got into it. So it was good to see what potentially could have been wrong with it. I'm going to slap the carburetor back together, and we'll be back in about an hour. What I'm going to do is put the carburetor back together, put it on the engine, get it fired up, get it tuned up, get everything running good on it, and then I can take it apart as much as I need to just to freshen it up, clean it, paint it. So here goes with my Kohler engine that I bought from Ralph. Went ahead and rebuilt, well, not really rebuilt, took the carburetor apart and cleaned it real good. And just trying to see if this is going to be a good motor for our air compressor. Hopefully it'll start and behave. Okay, so we got us a good motor for the compressor. I'll go ahead and take it apart a little bit, get it all cleaned up, hand letter this Kohler USA stuff, and get it mounted on our compressor. Changing the fuel system from rubber hoses. There's the oil fill plug that I changed now. It's just got a nice cap on there. Got my glass sediment bowl on here. Got this all tested. None of this is leaking. I changed from the small gas tank that used to hug right up against here to a medium size. So it's not quite as big as our one on our 1942 DeVilbiss, but it's bigger than what was on there. Had to custom fabricate some brackets to mount it to the front of the engine, but I'm confident it's going to work. Cleaned everything up, and I think it's going to be a good engine. Also, you can see right here, here's the fuel pump. Used to have rubber hoses going to it. I went ahead and got some copper fittings. I'm going to run all hard line for everything. Get my carburetor put back together with our rebuild kit. Okay, and should be a real good running motor. Got the kill switch all wired up, cleaned all this up, reconnected. This is when you know you've got an engine tuned really well. Look at how slow that's idling. There's no muffler. Look at how quiet it is. I'd say we've got our motor dialed in pretty good. done with the compressor.
Wow.
Well, I still got the logbook thing to do, but remember
Very
this,
cool.
this document
Absolutely.
you found inside it?
Yeah. Crap, you framed it up. What's killer?
That's the last thing I got to do. I'm going to paint this red, mount it right there, and put Wheezy on it, because I decided to call the air compressor Wheezy, which I'll show you why. It makes a really funny noise when you get the idle down.
It's incredible. I can't believe it. Looks this nice. Dude, it looked nothing like this when we grabbed it 6 weeks ago.
Yeah. I got the 1942 Briggs & Stratton running, but it's not consistent.
All right.
So it's a nice office piece or
Absolutely.
whatever. At least we have a period correct engine to go with the air compressor, because it's a 1941 and it's got all the hard to find pieces on it.
Excellent.
What I wound up using is this 8 horsepower Kohler gas engine. It wasn't running when I got it, but it's Kohler, the cast iron line. It's a good engine. Polished up all my brass, hand lettered everything. I put a nice throttle control on it. Remember before you used to have to hold on to the engine and get it going and everything. Cleaned up my rack for my hose.
It's a total showpiece. I love it. Absolutely well done. Beautiful.
Got a new gauge on over here. The other gauge, you couldn't read it because it was full of water, so I went ahead and replaced that. I want to see if that gauge works. Oh, and also I put this is off my motorcycle before I did a makeover on it. Put a bracket on it and hooked it over up to the engine. It sounds pretty good. Keeps it quiet.
Well, can we fire it up?
Yeah, I wanted to show you my sediment bowl too, though.
Totally.
See, it's actually working. It's catching the sediment. That was kind of hard to get on there and get where it wasn't leaking and everything, but I like this engine too because it's got an oil dipstick. You can just pull and check your oil. It didn't have this gas tank on it when I got it. It had a little one on there, but I kind of wanted to go with the theme of the engine that would have been
a little modification.
But anyways, let's hear how it runs.
See if it'll spank.
Oh, first ball. Very nice. Pumping it. Paid $300 for this. Jim seems to think it's worth about $2,500. I say it's priceless, and we're keeping it because it just fits perfect with everything we're doing. I'm going to jack it up, get the wheels off it, and go up to Les Schwab. We'll be back. Paint her up Purdy. Peace out. How's that?
Yeah, that looks great, Jim. We're actually recording this, so you know how this can be used against you.